Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage and welcome to episode 5 of Civilization 5, playing as France on Emperor difficulty. We're going to attempt to get a cultural victory. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. The last time I actually won a game on Emperor difficulty, which was also the first time I won a game on Emperor difficulty, I shouldn't have actually won. I only won due to the fact that the game glitched out, and even though I think it was Arabia managed to build the final part to their spaceship, the game didn't seem to register it had happened, and I was able to build my own spaceship and actually beat them to the victory. So even though, as far as I'm concerned, a win is a win, it really shouldn't have been a win. So we are going to do our very best here to try and get a legitimate win this time around. You see Assyria is building their siege towers over there. Still got a little bit more to go and have a look around at. Orleans has finished its library. That is very, very nice. What would we like to get over here? I guess we could get a shrine. I mean, we could go and get the fishing boats, but growth isn't really that important at the moment. It'll grow again in 2 turns anyway. And that is our face city. This is a bit annoying. We've got more swordsmen, but what I would like to do is use this guy to fire at these guys. And then I can use these guys and clear the camp. At least it's not going to be spawning any more units. We probably will take some damage, but we can withdraw. It won't be too bad, I hope. I don't think a swordsman can kill... Well, he'll get a river crossing anyway, even if he attacks us, because I think there's a river between those 2 tiles. Yeah, they're both river tiles. So if he tries to attack us, he'll get a river crossing. He may just cross over the river, but yeah, he will take a penalty for for attacking across the river. Still did enough damage though. We've got a golden age, that's fantastic. That will actually help with the production of the wonder that we're building in the capital. Let's see if we can keep firing at these guys. They are on a hill, which is a little bit of a pain, but we're doing some damage to them. Let's keep heading this way and uncover some more of the map. That was a rather uneventful turn. Still just managing to cling on to 4th place in the score, so that's not too bad. Got some happiness. Science per turn isn't fantastic. Neither's faith for that matter. There we go. Yeah, this guy's pretty much dead on the next turn. I don't think we have to worry about him too much. Oh, we've got currency. Let's keep moving over in this direction. You've got a promotion. Let us give you... I don't know, a lot of hills and forests and things around here. We'll give you barrage, because I think the other guy's already got accuracy. Yeah, you've got accuracy, we'll give you barrage. We'll let you finish them off, because the other one is XP capped. And if we leave you there for a little bit, it will help to stop anything else from spawning. We'll put you in the city, because obviously the oligarchy bonus will mean we won't cost us so much money. I should put you in the city as well, actually. That's a bit of a derp. Been out there for ages. Technology. What should we be looking at now? Well, we know the Great Wall's already gone. We could potentially get Machu Picchu. I don't think anyone's got that. It's not the most useful of wonders. Especially because I've only got 1 city that I could build it in right now. But I don't know if anybody else is near any of the... I don't know if anybody else is near enough a mountain to build one, so it might work. We have now got a city connection established. We're at a decent amount of gold now, so that's not too bad. We do have that worker. What are we going to do with you? You should probably come down here and we'll go and get those sheep connected up. That's not a bad idea. Certainly can't... Well, I mean, I could build a road all the way to Lyon. It would be quite expensive, so I'm probably not going to. Interesting to know what's down on the other side of these mountains. It's obviously not accessible from the north or from the east. It's possible there's a way in from the west, which would mean going through Japan's territory. But I still definitely need to find a spot for another city. I haven't found one that really stands out as somewhere that I should definitely settle. There aren't any really good spots. He did actually settle a city down there. That would have still been a good spot. I'm surprised nobody's taken that, but I don't want to end up settling too far away. At the same time, I don't want to just put an extra city down just for the sake of having an extra city. Although it may be worth getting one up here on the river, maybe, just so we've got another city next to a mountain and access to some more food. I'll keep it under consideration, but I'm certainly not in a rush to do it right now. We'll just keep looking around and see what we can uncover. You guys just stay in there. I shouldn't think we'll have too many problems with barbarians coming from the east now, because obviously the Iroquois will be sorting out any camps that spawn over in that direction. Do I want to try and do any scouting with you guys? Yeah, it looks like there's a way in there, but I'm not too bothered about trying to find a way in. Cancel that last move, you don't need to do that. Let's go on to the next turn. Unit needs orders. You guys are just going to sit there and save me a little bit of money, because I keep forgetting that oligarchy actually doesn't... units don't cost upkeep when you put them in cities. The Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. How many turns was I away from completing? Don't do that to me, camera. It's not fun. 1 turn. I was 1 turn away from completing that. We don't need open borders. That is very, very annoying. We were 1 turn away from completing that. We did get 175 gold, but that is still very, very annoying. So, we might as well go ahead and build our National College then. No reason why we should delay that anymore. Let's keep heading out in this direction and see what we can find. Let's go ahead and get the pasture there. You can just work your way back. We may well have to go to war with somebody at some point. If we find that somebody starts building a lot of wonders, we might just have to go and take their city full of wonders. Of course, we do want the wonders for ourselves, particularly the ones that have slots for great works, or ones that have slot for great works with multiple slots. Because that means that we can actually then get theming bonuses. And that's the important thing when playing as France. So, let's keep looking around up here. Looks like we found some more desert. Another city-state up there as well. Good. That'll be another 15 gold. You guys have finished connecting that up. Might as well go and get the iron connected up. Don't really need it now, but while you're here, you might as well do it. Three turns and we'll have the granary at Lyon. And then once we've got our National College, then we'll think about getting our 4th city. So what have we got here? Orleans has finished the shrine. Very, very nice. We could get Petra. I mean, getting Petra here is... it's a bit of an ask. 31 turns is a long time. But how many... there is quite a lot of desert around. It is possible that somebody else could get it. But it'd be nice if we could. It'd be really nice. Can we speed that up at all? Yeah, we've hardly got any production tiles in this city. That's a production tile. Yeah, it's quite cruddy as far as production goes. (31 turns). Got it down to 26 turns by buying a watermill. So I think that was a purchase probably worth it. Not necessarily, of course. There's Sophia. And we'll continue up to the north. That's probably the end of the map. You guys might as well move into our own borders, because that way you'll heal up a little bit faster. And we'll get the iron. We might throw up a farm or two, maybe even a mine or two. You should always really put mines on hills. A lot of hills here. So this could be a really good production city. Of course, some of them will be replaced by chateaus at some point. Unit needing orders. Let's keep going over to the north. You can just stay there and heal up. Parthenon completed. Again, this is just the way it is with civilization. It's always really hard to get wonders on the high difficulty levels. I'd love them to go to war. I honestly would. I don't think I can afford to bribe them to go to war. And what concerns me the most if they do go to war is that Austria's right at the bottom of the score table and Hiawatha's near the top. Hiawatha also has the Great Wall. So if Austria and Hiawatha go to war with one another, Austria are just going to lose and probably end up getting themselves wiped off the map. And I'd prefer it if that didn't happen. Choose a production in Lyon. We've finished the granary here. So what do we want to get instead? Or what do we want to get now? I guess we could get the watermill, because it would give us food and production. And it's definitely being recommended by our science and military advisor. So let's go ahead and do that. We don't have any happiness problems yet. We will do soon, but don't need to worry about that right now. You're going to go over here and get the iron connected. So that may just end up being a production city. Well, that answers the question. Morocco definitely are on the same land. Copper. I think that's the first time I've actually seen copper on this map. So there are still one or two unique luxuries resources around that I don't have yet. Chichen Itza, completed by Ethiopia. Ethiopia does like to spam wonders. And Ethiopia only has 2 cities. Now, admittedly, he's not particularly close. But he does have a couple of very nice cities. Unfortunately, he's on the opposite side of the world. Both of his cities are coastal. But a couple of frigates and a privateer could probably be enough to take out Harar and Addis Ababa. That might actually be a plan for the future there. Can't go any further around there. Just out of interest, let's just have a quick look at the diplomacy. Not the World Congress, the diplomacy overview. And just have a look and see what Ethiopia has. So he's got Stonehenge, the Great Library, the Colossus, Chichen Itza, and the Temple of Artemis. I definitely want to take out Ethiopia. Not even joking, but we are definitely going to do that. That is, even if I lose this game, we are going to take out Ethiopia. I mean, he's not that high up on the scores, but he only has 2 cities. And if I can start putting out a few naval units and go and get an early lead by taking those cities, that will help out immensely. And he's not too far away. And the cities are far enough away. Probably far enough away that I can't really attack them by land. So, with that in mind, we're going to work into optics and start working towards compass. And we're going to go and build ourselves a navy. You're just going to stay there. Caravan. Do we have... Right, Kaisel or do either of you have any quests for trade routes? You have a quest for a... No, you want a road. Wants a road. Where's Kaisel? You don't currently have any quests at all. Interesting. So that said, let's trade with Kaisel anyway, because they offer us more gold per turn. We could, of course, go with the Iroquois for science, but I think we're going to be okay there. Could we build a road to Ur? Is it feasible? I mean, what we could do is we could build the road and then we could dismantle the road, but it would take an awful long time to build it, and it's 1 gold per turn per tile, so it would cost us quite a bit of money until we could complete the entire road and then dismantle it again, so probably not worth it. I do want to keep allied with at least some of the city-states. Golden Age ends, that's a little bit of a shame. Well, we'll continue to look around, see what we can find. But yes, I've got my sights set firmly on Ethiopia now. I think we could do... We could certainly have worse plans if we can take out their 2 cities. I mean, mainly I'm interested in their capital, but if I can take both cities, might as well wipe them off the map. Obviously, it will give us a warmonger penalty, but it's one of those things. Might even be able to get Austria to help us, even if Austria just end up keeping them busy. So, we've got optics. That is fantastic. You guys go ahead and construct pasture. So... Obviously, I'd like to go into compass, but we can't do that because we need to go into theology first. And that means getting drama and poetry. So let's head down that route. It's also going to take quite a while to get our ships around the coast, but I think we'll be okay. Well, that's a bit of a dead end. We found Fez. How feasible would it be to attack via land? Which is the other question. Obviously, I wouldn't really want to do that until I had artillery. Because trying to attack cities with catapults is very risky business. They're not the strongest cities in the world. I'll give that one some thought. I certainly don't want to end up fighting another pointless war, but he does have quite a few wonders, and it would be really, really nice to be able to grab his cities. Don't really need open borders with you. May purchase with faith. Actually, what can we purchase with faith? Do we have enough faith to purchase a cathedral? Yes, we do. I'm going to go ahead and take that, because that's an extra 10% culture that we're getting there. 1 turn away from the National College. That'll certainly help with our research.
Ich sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast.
I'm going to refuse that because it's a little bit cheeky. I'm starting to change my mind about the naval assault, and there's 2 reasons for that. First of all, it would take, as I said, it would take an awfully long time to get my units around the coast. The main problem is I only have 1 coastal city, which is Orleans, and Orleans has no production whatsoever. So it would take me forever to build a fleet of ships here. So that said, we are going to change our science a little bit. We're still going to stick with drama and poetry because we've already started doing that. What do we want to go into after that? Possibly engineering, we can get the additional trade route. That's not a bad idea. We'll then think about what we want to do. We'll probably go into education after that, so we'll see how that goes. I'd still want to take Ethiopia, but I think an assault via land will probably be easier. Yes, we do have a few jungles and city-states to trudge through to get there, but I think it'll be a lot easier, quicker and cheaper than trying to build a fleet. National College is finished, which I'm very grateful for. Let's go ahead, and I do want to get the temple. There's actually quite a lot of things that I want to get here. I do want to get the temple, but let's go ahead and get the watermill first, just for the extra production, and then we can go and build the temple after that. In fact, there are a few wonders that we could actually build here. Do we want to build any of these? I mean, they're all really nice. We could try and get the Hanging Gardens. The Hanging Gardens does require tradition. We could also try for the Oracle. Has anybody else gone tradition? I assume they must have done. Is there only Austria that's actually gone tradition? That I can see? May actually be worth that. It may actually be worth trying to build the Hanging Gardens. Let's give it a go. This is probably just going to be another 14 wasted turns where I don't get anything, but let's go ahead and build a couple of farms here. This is going to be a very production-rich city because it's going to have at least 4 mines. Ivory for citrus, yeah, I'm quite happy to keep that going because we do need the happiness boost from that. Completed the pyramids. Well, okay, I wasn't bothered about those. And obviously I haven't gone with Liberty, so we won't be able to get those anyway. Just have a quick look at the culture overview. Yeah, no, we do have a couple of slots for Great Works, because we've got our cathedral now. Does anybody else have any tourism at all? Russia already has 4 tourism, wow. They haven't been messing around, have they? We are going to need to get things like artist guilds and writers guilds and things like that up and running. Do we want to bother trying to get Machu Picchu here? Because we don't actually have any city connections. There are more useful things that we could try and get. Getting Oracle would also be nice, though. Because that would give us a free social policy. Let's try and get the Oracle if we can. We will get some more production here before it's finished, because we're going to build a couple of mines. So that might help shave a turn or 2 off things. What am I doing with you? Starting to get bored of moving you around. You may find that you end up being automated very, very soon. What I might do is bring them all the way home first, because if I can put them into friendly territory, I can give them the embarkation bonus, which they don't currently have because they haven't been home. So we'll get them to a point where they can embark. We've got drama and poetry, but we do have our next science queued up, so we don't have to worry about that. Again, another uneventful turn where there wasn't really an awful lot that I could do. 3 turns until we get engineering. That'll give us aqueducts. Syria's actually attacking city-states. Which is a bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. It's not a city-state that I'm particularly friendly with, so I don't think it's going to matter all that much. See, I would like to try and take Ethiopia before they really get any bigger or any more powerful, but I think they're spending all of their all of their production ability on building wonders as opposed to building an army. But there really is no point me trying to take them until I've got artillery, just so that I can outrange the cities, especially with how long it will take me to move any units over there. Let's keep going to Brantford. We can possibly keep putting on the religious pressure. Our Pantheon has spread to... Well, our Pantheon has always been at Orleans. We are starting to get some followers there for our religion. There's actually a follower of our religion in Brantford. One thing that I would like to do... And Onondaga doesn't actually have its own... It might have its own pantheon. He doesn't have his own religion yet. One thing that I would like to do is get another great prophet, so we will have to save up there. While we're talking about faith, let's have a look at the world religions. There can still be 2 more world religions founded, and no, there isn't one by... the Iroquois at the moment, so we could very well spread our religion to them. I think we've got time for one more turn before we end this video. We'll see what happens. This is probably going to be one of those null turns where we get to do absolutely nothing, but there you go. We have discovered engineering though. That's fantastic. We're now on to ideology. That's theology even, I get it right. So yeah, we'll keep moving these guys back towards our own borders. And what have we got down here? You guys have now finished that. There aren't really any tiles down here. In fact, yes. We'll go ahead and get a lumber mill in this forest, because then we'll have a little bit of extra production. But that is pretty much all we can do on this video. So I am going to call the end to the video here. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying Civilization 5 as France. And I'll see you on the next video. So until then, goodbye for now.